Hello everyone. So continuation to the series which started day before yesterday. Today is the lecture number 3. So yesterday's class lecture number 2 I discussed in detail with respect to unit number 1. Evolution of man, archaeology, these all things were being discussed in the lecture number 2. And today in lecture number 3 I will be discussing about unit number 2. Here the unit number 2, 3, 4, 5 together is called as socio-culture anthropology, which I explained in the lecture number 1. So go back and watch it and you come back, then you will understand. So today I am going to decode the syllabus of unit number 2 completely. So this particular session will be useful for the beginners. And this particular session will be useful for seniors for revision. And for the beginners to understand the subject, to understand the syllabus. So make use of our series, like, share and subscribe. So this is unit number 2, the nature of culture. So unit number 1 have 5 subunits, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 and 2.5. Up to 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4 and 2.5. 5 subunits are there. So 2.1 talks about the culture, 2.2 talks about the society, 2.3 speaks about the marriage, 2.4 about the family and 2.5 about the kinship. So 2.1 culture. So the first topic is about the nature and the characteristics of culture and civilization. The nature and characteristics of culture and civilization. So the concept and characteristics of culture and civilization. What is culture? Culture definition, the characteristics of culture, civilization definition, the characteristics of civilization, the relationship between the culture and civilization, the similarities between the culture and civilization, the differences between the culture and civilization in this first topic. And the second topic is ethnocentrism vis-a-vis culture relativism. What is ethnocentrism? What is ethnocentrism? What is culture relativism? So comparison of this both is the second topic under 2.1. So only 2 topics are there in this particular unit. Culture, definition of culture, characteristics of culture, civilization, definition of civilization, characteristics of civilization and the interrelationship between the culture and civilization. And the next is ethnocentrism vis-a-vis culture relativism. What is it? That is 2.1. Then 2.2 is about the society. Understanding of the society, the nature of society. So first concept is the concept of society. So first we will be understanding what is actually society. What is the definition of society? What type of groups are called as societies? What type of communities are called as societies? So in a specificity with respect to society, that is understanding the concept of society. And the second topic, society and culture. What is this society and culture? What is the differences between the society and culture? What is the similarities between the society and culture? Yes. And the third is social institutions. What are the social institutions? The definition of social institution, the characteristics of social institution. Social groups. What is social group? Social stratification. What is social stratification? How the social stratification is divided. Social stratification is very important concept. So overall in 2.2 5 topics are there according to the UPSC syllabus. The concept of society, society and culture, social institution, social group, social stratification. Apart from it, you should also do some value addition topics like status and role. Like status and role. What is the status? What is the role? What are the different approaches of social stratification? This all we need to discuss. Then the third subunit talks about the marriage. The third subunit talks about the marriage. Definition and universality. The definition of marriage by various anthropologists and whether marriage is a universal concept. That we need to prove. Yes, marriage is universally valid. No, marriage is not universally valid. Laws of marriage. Endogamy, exogamy, hypergamy, hypogamy, incest taboo. Different laws of marriage. Different types of marriage. Monogamy, polygamy, polyandry and group marriages. Different types of marriages. Understanding. Again in this varieties are there. Then 2.4 is about the functions of marriage. Biological functions, social functions, cultural functions, economical functions, functions of marriage. And the 2.5 is about the marriage regulations. How the marriage is regulated means what type of marriages are promoted, what type of marriages are not promoted. Preferential marriage, prescribed marriage, proscriptive marriages, marriage regulations. And the last is marriage payments, bride price and dowry. Only two are there in the syllabus, but we need to do extra also. Gift exchange, exchange of female. These are the topics. More suitor service. So different varieties of marriage payments are there. Apart from it, what are the ways of acquiring mates in simple societies? Probationary marriage, trial marriage, intrusion marriage, elopement marriage. So different types of marriages, that also we need to do, which is not mentioned in the syllabus, but you have to do. That is 2.3 marriage. Then coming to 2.4 family definition, how the similarity of marriage and family. In family, what is family definition? What is the universality of the family? What is the difference and what is the meaning of family, household and domestic group? What are the functions of the family? Biological functions, social functions, cultural functions, economical functions, functions of family. The types of families from the perspective of blood relations. So blood relation by blood. The family which is by the blood is called as consanguineous. The family which is established by the marriage is called as affinal family. So different types of marriage systems based upon different types of family systems based upon the blood relations, marriage, residence and succession. One heading you have to do and you have to explain in elaborately. Then 2.4 impact of urbanization, industrialization and feminist movements on family system. So how the family system is getting impacted because of urbanization, because of industrialization, because of feminist movements, how the family system is affected. This is 2.4 altogether. Then coming to the 2.5 kinship, there is consanguinity which is called as blood relation, there is affinity by marriage relation. So my relatives who are by blood are called as consanguineous, my relatives who are by marrying a lady or a girl, marrying a boy, the new relationship which is associated or new kinship which is formed is called as affinity. So in detail we have to understand about the consanguinity and affinity. Principles and types of descent. One is unilineal descent, means patrilineal descent and matrilineal descent, double descent, bilateral descent or ambilineal descent. What are those? And forms of different. The forms of descent are lineage, clan, fratry, moiety and kindred. Different forms of marriage. Each individual is a very big topics. Lineage, clan, fratry, moiety, kindred. What is these forms of kinship? What is these forms of descent? Whereas these are principles and types of descent. And kinship terminologies. How the kinship terminologies we are giving. One is classificatory kinship terminology, other is descriptive kinship terminology. Descent, filiation and complementary filiation. What is descent? What is filiation? What is complementary filiation? Descent and alliance means how we are bonding to one particular group and how the bond is with the marriage, by marriage. That is called as descent and alliance. So this is about the 2.5 whereby I explained you about the topics. For the first topic is consanguinity and affinity, principles of descent and types of descent, and forms of descent, kinship terminologies, descent, filiation and complementary filiation, descent and alliance. So these are the various. Yes. So this is today's unit number 2. I hope you had understood the topics, what we need to cover in the topics, and tomorrow I will be coming with unit number 3, the lecture 4. Thank you.